All right, here we go. First call of July. And I want to start with some recognition. So we had a big month in June. We had 2, 4, 6 people hit Success Club, and 4 of them hit Success Club 10, which was a record for Alpha Omega. And we had a lot of people on the board. So Joanne hit SC 17 and got 3rd place in the Rockstar Empire. I mean, there's like, just on the team page alone, there's like 800 people. There's more than that in the Rockstar Empire, but if you figure how many people are participating, so go Joanne. That's pretty awesome. Not just, I mean, to hit 17, but also, you know, you're a few months in. It was June. It's not like, it's not a bad month, but it's not like it's January or February. And to place 3rd in from all those people, that's quite an accomplishment. We also had Jen Ellis and Emily Seddon hit Success Club 10. I know for Emily, that was a first. Jen, was that a first for you? Okay. So they both had a first there with hitting SC10, which is awesome. Valerie, her first month as a coach, hit Success Club. She actually hit 7, which made her qualify for Success Club 5. And so did Steph Corba. So they qualified for the Success Starters. And Valerie, just so you know, if you hit Success Club in your 3 first consecutive months, you get a free ticket to Summit.
Pretty cool.
So that's something to look forward to. And we'll know this week, well, I'm just going by what happened last year. They announced the next Summit at Summit. So we should know this week where and when the next Summit will be. And then we had Leanne Carter, Caitlin Callahan, Jared DeAngelis, Matt Ellis. So really, Jen, you got 12. Katie Hool, Marissa, and my screen went dark, Alicia, all get some Success Club points. So we had a really good month. In July, we still have the 21-day fix running. I was thinking about, I don't know like what's going to happen. You know, we have that group going, but I was thinking maybe, I'm thinking out loud right now, but maybe we could like do something, promote something as a team. So I'm just putting that out there. And if you guys want to brainstorm, if it's something you'd want to be part of, I know the cash prize group we're in right now, like it's on a much bigger scale. But I don't know, I thought it worked well. It helped me at least with that cash prize group to like approach people that were cold, or, you know, it helped with the follow-up for me, because it was like, yeah, you know, I know that we've talked about this 62 times and you still haven't done it, but there's this cash prize group, maybe that's something that would motivate you. And people were like, thank you. They were like, thank you. You know, I mean, so I did have 5 people enter that group. I don't know, you know, if that would be worth it, but, so my brain was kind of like going there with doing something with the 21-day fix this month. But anyways, we'll talk about that next week when I get back from Summit. My brain, literally, I was like at 8:42, I stopped packing and came up with the camera on. So I'm kind of like in a crazy place today. But the other thing is, I just wanted to reiterate the importance of following up. And I know that Jen's not talking tonight, but Jen and I have been talking. We talk like every week, and literally we talked the week before the end of the month. It was like the second to last. Did the month end on a Wednesday? No, like it was the last Wednesday of the month. And Jen was like, I don't know. Like I thought I had all these people lined up. She was like at 4. She's at, right, Jen? You were at 4? And she's like, I don't know. Like I was all set up this month to hit Success Club and now I'm stuck at 4. And so I was like, just we talked about like all the balls she had in the air and brainstormed like how she could reach out, and she did. And in less than a week, she got 6 Success Club. Actually, she got Matt. I don't know if Matt's came in that amount of time too, but you got 6 to 8 Success Club points, hit Success Club 10. So the follow up is so extremely important. I know it's the part that makes you feel, maybe it doesn't, but it's something you have to get used to because it can make you feel like you're bothering someone. And so we're at the Diamond Academy. Emily Robadias did one of the weeks, and one of her days she talked about following up. And one of the really cool tools that I got from her that I use, and it literally works in 1 second, is to write to someone, I hate to be a pain, but So I did that the other day. I've had a girl, she did a sneak peek. She told me she's going to be she's like, yep, I'm going to be a coach. That was like 8 weeks ago. So, I check in, how's it going? You still think, oh yeah, I'm still busy. Not today. So the other morning I was on vacation. I literally was in bed. I was like, I'm just going to try it. Cause I listened to that video again on the way up to New Hampshire. So I'm like, I'm just going to try it. So I wrote to her and I just was like, I hate to be a pain, but, I was thinking about you, and I don't know if you're, where your head is at with the coaching thing, but the 21-day fix is on promo again this month, which means it definitely won't be next month. And it's a great starting point. I think it would be great for you. So, let me know if you want more info. And she messaged me back like I wasn't out of bed yet. It was like, "Ba-ding, you're not a pain. I'm just so busy. I'm sorry." And then I was like, oh, well, don't be like, because I don't want people to be sorry, but it's just a great icebreaker with those people that keep, and it's fine. I don't care if she takes 8 months, but it is important to keep checking in. So that I hate to be a pain thing, it really does work. So the follow-up is really important. If anyone ever showed interest, like one of the biggest things I've learned in whatever it is, like a year and a half now, if anyone has ever shown interest, they really never lose interest. So especially if they reached out to you and said, I want to do this, or tell me more, or can I try it? Or it's just that they're like always waiting for the right time. And it finally, I don't know, it takes something to make it click. But basically, if you keep that relationship, you keep following up. And then if you have people that told you, like, yeah, I want the 21-day fix, I would, the follow-up you'd have is, hey, you got 1 week with this promotion left, do you are you still going to do this? Blah, blah, blah. So it depends on what the situation is, but basically follow up, because it's people are busy and your program, your challenge group, as much as when they get in it, it's going to move up on their list. Starting it is like last on their list. So they just need you to, another little nugget I have is to say, like, I'm just checking back in. I know that you told me last time we talked, you said it wasn't a good time. I'm just checking back in. If you've changed your mind, it's fine. I don't like to ever give up on somebody. So I just wanted to check back in and see if maybe now was a better time. Basically, I have a lot of ways of saying, until you tell me no, like outright no, don't ask me again, I'm gonna keep buzzing around. So that's my tidbit for tonight. So Summit is here. I'm going to try my really hardest to like keep you guys up with all the everything as it comes out. But everybody in Fit Mama and Rockstar that's there, I think there's about 40-ish of us going. So you're gonna see like Fit Mama and Rockstar is gonna be blowing up.
Joe's trying to get on the call.
This week because he can't get on the call?
No.
Why?
I don't know. He said his Zoom's not working.
Oh. So sorry about that. Joe's trying to get on the call. So, just keep that, check in with that because there's going to be announcements of new programs and the next summit and just all kinds of crazy stuff, Everybody's going to have cowboy hats on and I don't even know what. It's going to be exciting.
Chaps and chaps.
And I'm going to be with Tony Horton at some point. It's like my one mission. All right, so let's get started. We have Joanne and we have Valerie. And who wants to start? Do you just want me to pick?
It doesn't matter.
Is anyone like, I just want to do it? Does anybody feel like that?
No.
No? I'm going to flip a coin. Get me a coin, Sophia. So, all right. Joanne, call it in the air.
Okay.
Awesome.
Wait,
Heads.
Wait. You're going to do it in the air.
Okay.
Go.
There's a lot.
Heads.
Heads.
Okay.
Do you want to be first or second?
I'll go first. It doesn't matter.
Okay. So I asked Joanne to talk tonight because she hit SC 17. And, obviously there's something she did to do that. So, when we talked at first, she's like, the 21-day fix was on sale. But we all had that same situation. We all had the 21-day fix on sale in our back pocket. So I just wanted Joanne to kind of share with us how she went about becoming a third place Rockstar winner last month. All right, go ahead, Joanne.
Okay, hold on one second. Just fixing my volume. Can you hear me okay? Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. 8 challenge packs, and I got 1 new coach. So the way I did it,
I'm wicked sorry. I muted you. I tried to mute everybody, and I muted you. So can you just start again?
yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Take 2.
Okay. So I hit 17. I sold 8 challenge packs, and I had one person sign up as a coach. So the way it started at the beginning of the month was actually, I think it was last month, Jen's husband, Matt, he did a call and he just talked about stuff to put out like on your Facebook posts to draw people in. And he said one thing is not to talk about yourself too much, just to talk about someone else and give someone else credit. And I have this one girl who's a discount coach of mine who's been doing the 21-day fix since March, and she lost like 24 pounds. So I asked her if I could put something on my page about her, and she was like all for it. She said, yeah, definitely. So I posted something just to give her some credit, just how she lost the weight. She did the 21-day fix or whatever. So right after that post, like literally like within an hour, I had like 2 people message me that they wanted to sign up for it. So that was how I got the first 2 challenge packs, was from the 21-day fix and just from giving someone else credit, talking about someone else, not my, it wasn't, I mean, you can put yourself out there and just say like, I lost this and put your before and afters, or you can just do what I did. And I actually felt more comfortable talking about someone else than about myself. And I didn't put her pictures up. I just kind of put like a quote up there and I put her story. And so I got those. The next 2 challenge packs just kind of came from people who were like thinking about doing it. And I just followed up with them, messaged them, told them that the promotion was still on. So they ended up ordering it. The other 4 actually came from, I teach a boot camp class on Tuesday mornings. And there was one girl who had asked me about, not the 21-day fix, she asked me about trying the shakes. And I said, yeah, I'll just bring you a sample next week to class. And she said, okay. So I purposely brought 2 samples, and I had a couple of samples. So I brought them with me just in case someone else wanted to try one. So it was the end of class, and I was like, oh, Lisa, I have your sample. So as I was taking it out and giving it to her, one of the other girls was like, what's that? And I just said, oh, it's a sample of one of the shakes that I drank, the Shakeology. And she was like, oh, do you have any more? And I said, I think I might have another one in my car. So I was like, just come walk with me. So I gave her one, and she tried it. She really liked it. And then next week in class, both of them mentioned it to me, and they were like, oh, we like it, blah, blah. And then the other people heard about it. So then 2 other girls asked me if they could try it. And I said, yeah, sure. And again, I purposely brought samples to give them just in case someone else, like, you know, I kind of like purposely did it in front of other people just so they would see, like, oh, what's that? So then they tried the samples, they liked it, and they ended up ordering it too. So what I did with them too was I used the mobile app, and I just set the order up for them. So I made it really casual, like when I told them about the 21-day fix, because they were just interested in the shakes, all of them. They just said, like, oh, we want to try these shakes. We need like a meal replacement. They already do like these boot camp workouts, so they weren't even looking for a workout. So I just said to them, I was like, well, right now there's a promotion where if you order a bag of shakes for another $10, I feel like you have to make it as like simple, low key as possible. Just make it like very casual. So I was just like, oh, I was like, there's actually a program right now. I'm like, for an extra $10, you can get like these workout DVDs and a meal plan. It's like portion control stuff. And I was like, it's only $10 more and you get all this extra stuff with it. And they were like, yeah, how do I do that? Were clueless. Like, do I order it from you? And I was like, yeah, I'm like, actually, I can just set it up for you. I can set the order up for you, and you'll get an email with a link, and you can just click on it and order it. And they're like, oh, okay. And that's exactly how that worked. So half of the points, the challenge points I got, were that way. I kind of like brought samples. Other people were interested. I made it very casual, just said like, oh, you know, you can, if you want to get these shakes, you can get this program with it. And they were new customers. They never ordered before. So I just took their email and I set it up through the mobile app. And then it was just literally, I felt like they were the easiest challenge packs I've ever sold to anybody. And then the last point I got was just a girl who's been doing the 21-day fix. She actually asked me about I mentioned the coach discount to her, and this was like a month ago, and she just wrote back, thank you. Like, so I was like, okay, didn't say anything again. And then she asked me again about it. She said one of her friends was talking about it and she wanted to sign up as a coach. So I just gave her the information and she did it. So that was it. So it was mostly, it was kind of a combination. Like, it started with me putting up that post about Jen who lost the weight. I got a couple of people interested with that. The other 2 were follow-ups. And then the last 4 were just like the samples, the mobile app, and just really making it like a casual. They were interested, like I said, in the shakes. And I kind of just told them like, well, if you're going to do that, you might as well just do, for an extra $10, just get like workout DVDs and this meal plan with it. So that's how that worked out. Didn't expect to get that many points, but it worked out well. So that was it.
Great. So, you know, I think a good lesson too is, I mean, obviously somebody could be like, okay, well, Joanne has, you know, she's a fitness instructor. So easy, you know, she can just go in but really, you know, it took you some months to get to this point where you feel that confidence to share. You know, you've worked on yourself. You've been a leader in your challenge groups. So I think that's number one, where to talk to anybody, whether you're their fitness instructor or you're, you know, their colleague or they're your family member, the belief in the product, you know, the personal development, that part where you start to be confident and actually, you know, take it and be like, yeah, you want to try it? Okay. Well, it's that same thing. Like I always say where, you know, it's like, here, I have it right here. Take it, try it, you know, and people are like, okay, I'll do what you said, you know. Oh, if you're going to order Shakeology, you need to get the 21-day fix because it's 10 more bucks. You'll have a whole program. And whatever it is that month, it's 10 more bucks, you know.
Yeah.
And once you believe that they should have it, even for a rainy day, or like I thought of it a lot with the snow. It's like all these people that go to the gym, they couldn't go for 6 days, you know, sometimes. So, so it's giving you, you know, you've emerged to this next level where you have that, you've developed that confidence. You thought ahead. You brought the samples with you. And I think a good lesson for all of us is to bring, you know, maybe, I mean, people see it on Facebook, but even just kind of always have some samples with you. So no matter where you are, like I was at a family party this weekend, and I mean, it's family, so I can mail them. But, you know, one of my aunts was asking, she's like, so what's up with that shake? You're talking about that shake, you know? And I was like, oh, I'll send you a sample, you know? But if I had it right there, and sometimes I do think ahead and bring them, but, you know, if I had it right there and was like, here, take it home, try it this way, you know, I'll check in with you. So any way that you can share, you know, even if it's bringing it to work and then having some samples. And I like what Joanne did with, like, you weren't like, oh yeah, here's the sample. You know, you had it in your car. So yeah. Go back and grab it. And, you know, it was more natural and casual. And, I mean, I guess if you had it in your purse, it's not a big deal, but, that was a really good tidbit for us to, you know, for us to learn from. I definitely need to like, I think about it with her school. I take my Shakeology cup everywhere, but I usually like get home and then drink it. And I'm like, if I just made it and brought it to the school, you know, and then I was friends with these people on Facebook, and then I had some in my car, and then finally someone said, hey, what's up with that shake anyway? So it's just taking those little opportunities. So awesome job, Joanne.
Thank you.
All right. So now I asked Valerie to talk to us because Valerie started, I think it was Memorial Day. It was like the day before or after. The day before. So, you know, we're like 5-6 weeks-ish in, right? Like 6 weeks in. And she already has a really great business set up as far as social media goes. She has already developed her own website. And, you know, I knew all this was happening, but we were messaging about her first free group she ran. And Valerie, how many people were in your free group? Oh, you're muted. Hold on. I have to unmute you. I'm sorry. All right. Val, unmute.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So I think 50 or so ended up actually participating at some level. But originally I had about 100 who said that they wanted to do it.
Okay. So, and that's actually that's a really good turnover to have 50 actually be added, because those people had to friend you and whatever, right?
Right. It was a whole process. Yeah.
So now you're Facebook friends with them.
Those 50 I'm Facebook friends with, but most of them are also on my my like page.
Yeah.
So I added them to my like page as well.
So I clicked on, I've been on your like page, but I went on your like page today and I look and I'm like, wait, what? She has over 1,000 likes. And she just set her page up. I was like, what? And this is something that, you know, was talked about heavily in the Diamond Academy. Emily Robodias basically built her entire business with her like page. So, I mean, to have 100 people, even if, so like those other 50 that didn't do it, they're watching you. You know, they're watching, they're going to check in. you're on their radar. And then the other 50 people, you have these 50, I mean, maybe not all 50 were new people. Maybe some of them were your friends. But let's say you have 25 people from anywhere and everywhere. What'd you say?
So it's probably about 35.
35.
150 I did. But yeah, no. So, and I've actually kept in touch with some of them. One of them is actually in my, the coach training that, the sneak peek that I'm running. And, yeah, so a bunch of them are still messaging me and being in touch and commenting on things. So I know that they're there and around.
So, needless to say, Valerie's going to tell us how to do what she's doing. Okay, ready, set, go.
Okay, ready. So basically, when I first started, I was like, okay, I'll just set up a like page and a website. And that was something I'd done. I'd done an internet business before, and my husband does internet business. So that was just kind of an automatic. And then with the Diamond Academy, it's definitely helped it definitely grow. If you have a like page, you would notice that there's you have the ability to boost your posts. So before the Diamond Academy had gotten to that point, we were like, we'll play around with this. Let's see what this boost is all about. So I boosted one of my 21-day fix, call for challengers post. And actually, I was denied 3 times by Facebook. So you have to be really careful. They didn't like anything that I put something in about modified workouts because, I'm doing a modified workout, and they didn't like the language that I used because it was discriminating. They didn't like a scale. There was something else they didn't like. So it just kept getting denied. I was like, okay. So I had to really work on my language. So that's one thing I learned. But I boosted it, and I probably got a little over 100 and let's say 110 likes. And I actually stopped boosting it at that point. I felt like it was getting too large. And the hard part with a like page, I invited all of them to like my like page, which some of them had done on their own, some of them had not. So I invited them to do that. And at that point, you can't put people in a group from a like page. You have to do it from your own personal page. So I had to email each one and kind of give the same spiel saying, you have to or I would send them a friend request and just say, this is who I am. This is why you contacted me. And if you want to be part of this group, then you have to accept my friend request, and I'll get you going starting Sunday or whatever day I started it. And I would say probably about half of them actually responded, which I thought was good considering it was going into the other folder. The hard part with Facebook was they kept having me do those little pictures to make sure I wasn't a robot, but I had to do it slowly, but it all worked out fine. So I boosted that and got a lot of followers that way, and then still in contact with a bunch of them. I also boosted my actual Monster Fitness page. So I invited all of my personal friends and all of my husband's personal friends to like it. I would say maybe a quarter actually did, which was helpful. And I definitely have grown my Facebook friends a lot since then. So as I gain Facebook friends, I'm also invited them to like my like page at the same time, which you have to do from your personal account. You can't do that from the actual like page. So that's how I've been doing it. I've been boosting here and there. I think I've boosted 3 posts, one just for the website itself, one for that free group, and one for my 21-day fix group. So I have had a couple people email my like page saying, hey, I want to do this. And right now I'm at the stage where people aren't really following through. So I've been doing a lot of trying to follow up. And I guess for me, I'm not sure how often I should be following up. Like, I don't want to bother them, but is it once a week? Is it more than that? That's where I'm kind of struggling. I'm not really sure how much to be doing that. So maybe, I don't know, Chrissy, if you can share that later on, but, anyway, that's kind of where I am, and that's how I've gotten the 1,000 likes. I have had, I think, some friend recommendations on there from other people who've been following it. But yeah, I try to post 3 to 4 times a day, and stick to that, 8, 12, maybe 3, depending on, not so much on the weekends. I just find that on the weekends, people aren't on it as much. And one thing I really like are the analytics on the like page. It really tells you what time of day people are looking at things, who's on it, what time of day. It's very much like the Google Analytics, which I find really useful. I was actually really surprised to have that on Facebook. So that's been helpful as well, where I can see, okay, this is the time to be posting, or this is the day of the week to be posting, this kind of thing. And you can see how many people actually saw each post, which is helpful as well. Like you can see in your groups, but you can just see it on a larger level on your like page. So I don't know if that answers questions or if anyone has questions about it, but that's kind of how I did it. The hard part also was with the Diamond Academy. They were saying, really be on the like page. And I was like, well, how do I balance that with my personal page? I don't want to lose the personal page because I would say I have about 100 of my personal friends also on my like page. So I wanted to get as many people as possible kind of seeing what I was doing. So I've been trying to play with that and balance that out, because it was are you providing good content? Are you giving something that is going to benefit their lives, but at the same time trying to hit both audiences? So I've been doing a lot of recipes. I've been doing a lot of fitness tips. I've been doing a lot of, little funny jokes or pictures of my kids using, the pillars that they all talk about, and trying to really focus on those areas and really seeing what sticks. It's so funny because the stuff that you wouldn't think people would care about are the ones that you get the most likes for. So you never really know. But so yeah, that's what I've been really trying to do. I post them out usually. But today I was doing a lot for even next week because we're going on vacation. So I was trying to get a lot of that kind of set up and not worry about it. So I really like that you can schedule on a like page, but you can't schedule on your own page unless you do like Hootsuite or something like that. So I find that really useful as well, just to be able to kind of set it and forget it. And do it all at once. So I kind of use that as like a power hour or some time frame to really just sit down and do that. And then throughout, I'll add a picture here or there. So there's times throughout the week where I'm like, well, I'm going here, so I'll be doing something with the kids, so I'll add a picture. Or I'm going and doing this or that, and that's a time to add a picture for the personal side, but scheduling out the workout stuff or the meal planning and that kind of thing ahead of time.
Thank you. I do have some questions.
Okay.
So, when you say email, did you send them like an email to their Facebook email, or do you mean you sent them a message?
I sent them to their Facebook email. I did set up a MailChimp account, but no one actually used it. So I was trying to get their email addresses that way, and just no one ever bothered clicking on that and filling it out. I know that was recommended, and I don't know if people are actually using it for them or not. I can't remember which Diamond coach was talking about it, but yeah, no, I had to send them a Facebook message.
So, and did you send it from your Facebook?
You cannot send it from your like page. You have to send it from your personal page. So for a lot of it, I had my phone open and my computer on, because you can't be on both your like page and your personal page at the same time. So I was on one my cell phone, one on my computer, trying to cross-reference, go back and forth. So that got a little difficult, and I had little cheat sheets everywhere because, of course, they don't list the likes in the order that they come in. So you're constantly trying to cross-reference and figure that out. So I'd be, checking my personal page and putting in the messages, trying to search through and see if I'd sent that person an email before. Just after a while, all the names start blending together. So that's why I did cut it off at the hundreds, because it was just getting too much. But yeah, so it did take a little bit of legwork, but it was definitely worth it.
And so you did, because you said you emailed them, but then you just said you messaged, but you mean the email.
I'm using them interchangeably. Sorry, okay. Yeah, no, I messaged on Facebook. I call that an email, but yeah.
Okay, so you never sent them an email. You sent them a private message.
I sent them a private message, yes.
Okay. Because Facebook, like, we all do have an email address. Do you know that? We have a Facebook email address. I don't know if we still do, but we used to.
I don't know. I just hit the little message.
Like somebody at Facebook? I don't know. Maybe I made that up. But
no, it has a tag on it. I just wonder if that's the same mailbox.
Maybe. Yeah, you're right. Maybe that is. And so what did you basically say in the message? Like that first message you sent to someone that you saw liked it.
Yep, I was just more like, hi, my name is Val. I saw that you like my post on Moms for Fitness, and because that's the name of my like page, and about joining the whatever it was, either the 21-day fix or my free clean eating group. I'm really excited that you want to join. If you are interested, then please accept this friend request that I'm sending you, because we do have to run it from my personal page. And once you do that, we can get you all set up, type thing. So really quick, cut and paste and put it in the next one.
Okay. Now, I also struggle with what goes on my personal page and what goes on my like page. So, but I do like this one tip, and this was from Anita. I don't remember her last name. Were you guys?
Aaron?
Yeah. She only boosts, like she only boosts her working out videos, herself working out.
Okay.
But what I like about it, it's not that I like that. I like, and Emily Robidas, I butcher her name. She definitely has the same mentality where I don't know, I can't speak that she only boosts certain posts, but she says, pick something, be excellent at one thing, like have one strength and make it excellent. So whatever it is that you're really good at, like, Susan has the recipe thing, like if you go for this, Susan, you definitely could boost your, maybe not every recipe, but like an actual post. Maybe you could do like a weekly post, where you show every step of making something, like, okay, here's everything for the prep, or wherever you want to go with that. And you start boosting that once a week. What happens is you get a following, and then they're going to check in to see your other posts anyways. So I do think when you start off, it's a really good idea to boost whatever you're advertising to. If you're especially a free group or a challenge group, I wouldn't advertise a program. I think that can be tough because they don't know you and they can just go on Amazon, or there's not a connection. But if you're boosting a challenge group, or you're boosting a free group, I think that's a good thing. And when Anita was talking, I really connected with her, like, to boost those workout videos, because that's my number one strength, passion in this. The workouts drive me. I mean, I'm up for anything when it comes to workouts. I'm going to do every single program they have. I'm doing Body Beast next. Like, the workouts are my passion. And so that's what I'm going to, be boosting. So I thought that was a good tip, but yeah, I struggle too with the balance. I think you just kind of have to, I think, like, I have been, like, just looking at Lindsay Matway. I actually do the same thing. I'll pull her like page up on my phone, and I'll pull her regular page up, and I'll look at a day, and her, who else do I like? I love Mel Yankos. I forgot. Colleen Eddy. Now she's Colleen Curtis. Like, some people that I follow, I will look in a day at both of their posts and see how, like, I try to just jot down, like, what's different here? What's different about their personal page versus their like page? And sometimes you'll see the same thing on both pages, especially if it has to do with the business. But, like, for example, today, Sophia and I got a manicure. I put that on my personal page. I think that's something, I think something like maybe with my kids, like, I was already thinking about that. Like, probably with my kids, when it shows me being like a fit mom, or how the business is helping my kids, like, I'm already starting to categorize what would go on the like page versus what would go on the personal page. So, but I think
for me, all of my website stuff goes on my like page as well. So I have that the .com website, and all of the articles that I'm writing on there just go on my like page.
Yeah.
That's been helping too.
That's really good. That's another call. The website. We'll put you down for August or September. We're all gonna work on the like page, and then we'll be getting our websites. And I didn't know you could boost the website. So where do you do that? In the boost section?
Yeah, it was on the left-hand side. So if you go to your, I don't even know if it was either the home page or like I click between the home and like the main page name. So it's on one of those two, and just on the left-hand side it says promote your page.
Oh, the promote. Okay, the promote your page, and you can. Is it the same as boosting a post where you can pick how many days and how much
spending? Yep.
Okay. Now,
roughly how many?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it'll just tell you roughly how many people you'd be reaching.
Okay. And can you just tell us quickly too about when you boost, choosing those categories, what you actually choose? I think everyone here would kind of choose the same thing. We're all women, we're all moms, we're all kind of in the same, so we're kind of looking for the same.
Yeah, no, I think I totally used, and I can't even remember which coach was talking about this. I totally used what she was saying, where the age range, I think I put from 22 or 24 to 45, so right around mom age, and then use the keywords that a lot of moms are searching for, because that was my target area. So the Pampers, the Huggies, the bikini, the beach body. What else did I do? I think there was like health and fitness or meal planning. So you can choose up to 10. So I just kept playing with it until I found ones near the categories, because the one thing with Facebook, you cannot make your own, you have to use theirs. So I had to play around with it until I could find something. But Beachbody was on there. That was one. So I did that. But 21 Day Fix wasn't. So I think they had something else, and now I don't remember. But yeah, no, I set it up. I just used that same one because it worked. And eventually maybe go a different route, but I'm particularly interested in the people I connect with are really in that age range where, mom's trying to do this. So that's why I chose those categories. I think I did breastfeeding, trying to think what else, but those are the kind of areas I focused on.
Breastfeeding.
I've had a lot of people ask me, especially with Shakeology, what to do with the breastfeeding. So it was a particular category I chose for that.
Breastfeeding. I'm just saying that because I have a lot of breastfeeders.
Yeah.
So it didn't sound like good when it came out, but yeah, because it's postpartum. Like you have the baby, and then you're like, okay, let's get rid of this weight. But I'm breastfeeding, and they feel a little stuck. But just so you guys know, and this is like a little off topic, but on topic of breastfeeding, I've had lots and lots of, moms. I mean, I have mostly moms, and I always tell them to ask their doc, but I've never had a doctor say no with breastfeeding. I have had most doctors, I've had one doctor say no when pregnant, and she didn't say no, she just said, until you're out of the first trimester, just why do anything that you're not exactly positive about. So she was just a little more on the conservative side, I guess.
I did just have a doctor say no, but it was a pediatrician. So I also don't know if, were you talking about pediatricians or the OB?
I tell them, with breastfeeding, I tell them to ask the pediatrician. With pregnant, obviously they ask their OB.
Yeah, I just found that odd, and I was like, well, maybe bring them. So I sent her the actual sheet with all the ingredients. I was like, well, maybe they don't even know what it is. Why don't you show them?
Yeah, and it might have been the weight loss thing because, you know, with the breastfeeding, you need those extra calories. So it could have even just been where they don't want her like doing some kind of drastic diet, and, you know, could have been interpreted as like a liquid diet or something like that. So, but I actually, like most breastfeeding moms, I have them use Shakeology as their extra calories for the day.
Right.
You know, it actually works for them in that way. So, let me see if I had any other questions. Oh, follow-up. So I'll quickly just, you know, you and I can talk more about it, but just quickly with follow-up. I do have a method to my madness. And what I do is I set up my first conversation such that I can follow up. So when someone asks me or I ask them and they say, yeah, they'll hear more, then the first info I send them, I always send them a Shako video. It's usually the 21-day fix, but some trailer that I think would be good for them. And I tell them I'm going to put them in my challenge group for 3 days to check it out as a fly on the wall. And then I say, take some time to check all this out, and I'll, you know, I'll check back in with you in a couple of days or tomorrow or whatever I say. So that already gives me the first time I can follow up. I just told them I'm going to. When I check in, I say, hey, Sally, did you get a chance to watch those videos and check out the group? If Sally says no, I say, cool, I'll check in with you tomorrow. Would that be enough time for you to do it? If she says no, I'll say, how about Thursday? Okay, great. Yep, Thursday. Okay. So you see. And then if she says yes, once they say yes, they've checked it out, I always say something positive, like, you know, did you really feel the energy in the challenge group? There's great energy in there, huh? Or I say, you know, can you believe all the, like, I actually started doing this because this is what Candace does, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna do what Candace does. All right, fine, I'll be Candace. So I'll just be like, and she does this, like, she does like comma, huh? She does it to me still. She's like, summit's coming, pretty cool, huh? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, so you're going, huh? And I'm like, yeah. Like, she just gets you to say yes. But, you know, it wasn't a summit. But anyways, so, you know, or I'll do like the Shakeology. I'll be like, can you believe all the awesome ingredients in one, you know, that you get in just one shake? Something like that. Or if you're not ready to be like that, then I'll just be like, you know, what'd you see in there? Like, you know, does this shake look like something that's could really help you or fit into your life? Or what'd you see with the 21-day fix that you think would be good for you? I always give them like something to tell me positive. If they don't answer, then I, like 3-ish days, I'll just be like, oh, hey, you know, I usually like don't invite them to the challenge group yet. Like, I wait. So if they don't answer, then in 3 days, I'm like, hey, you know, I am setting up my next challenge group, and I thought of you as someone that maybe would want to join in. I never say like, oh, I haven't heard from you. I just ignore it, you know, and I just come up with I have a new idea. I have this challenge group. I thought of you as someone that I'd love to have join in. What do you think? If they don't answer that, I give them like a week. Depends on if it's the end of the month. Like, if it's a promotion for the 21-day fix, I might not give them a week. I might be like, okay, but I use now like I hate to be a pain. So the third time I have to message them, I do say something like, you know, I would be like, I hate to be a pain, but this group is filling up. The promotion's ending in a couple of days, and I just really didn't want you to miss out on it, you know? And so that's basically what I do. And then if I still don't hear anything from them, hey, TJ, if I still don't hear anything from them, then I would wait and I would invite them to my next free group. So whenever that is, I would just message and be like, I wouldn't even mention that I haven't heard a word. Like, now I've checked how many times was that? 4 times they haven't answered. I just be like, oh, hey, Sally, I'm doing this ab group. It's 5 days, 7 days. Get your feet wet, some clean eating, blah, blah, blah. Can I add you in? And usually they respond to that. So if they don't, I mean, I don't know. I guess once in a while they don't. But usually by some point they answer. But you got me. Like, so if you're reaching that point where you're like, I don't know, like it just keeps going nowhere, I usually can come up with something. So
Thanks. I was gonna say I just have one who's just sitting here going, yeah, I'm gonna order. I just need to check my flavor, and it's been like a month. I'm like, so how often? I hate having that line where I'm bothering, but at the same time, I'm like, it's coming to an end.
yeah. Did you set the order up?
No, because I haven't even gotten that far because she hasn't chosen a flavor.
Oh, she won't order a flavor.
Right. So she was choosing her flavor.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And how long has it been?
I contacted her last Thursday was the last time I contacted her.
Okay, and it's a 21-day fix.
Mm-hmm.
You could say, hey, since you're having such a hard time deciding on your flavor, why don't you try one of the mix packs?
Okay.
And if you have a group starting, you could use that. You could be like, my next group's starting. I really want to get you in there. Have you have your materials in time, all your stuff in time to prepare. So I just was thinking, since you're having a hard time deciding, maybe you should start out with the multi-pack. And if she's doing vegan, she can get chocolate strawberry. I don't know if you've even talked about vegan yet, have you?
I'm trying to remember. I think I sent her just the regular chocolate and she loved it. She just, so no.
Yeah.
No.
But that would be another way you could follow up. You could just I mean, literally, we did just have a little brainstorm. You could be like, hey, I had a little brainstorm tonight. Since you're struggling with the flavor, why don't you start out with the multi-pack? Then you can decide, if you want to stick with one or just keep getting all the packs.
No, that's a great idea. Thanks.
It's easy to come up with it when it's not you. When it's yourself, you have this roadblock. It's like, oh, I can't say that, But when it's not you, it's like, it's easier to. And when I come up with these things, I have to write them down so that I use them. But, I mean, you even could be really bold. You could be really bold. And I think I've talked to you about the lasagna, right? Where, if you have a baby and people are like, oh, can I cook you something? Can I bring you something? And you're like, no, I'm good. But if somebody shows up with the lasagna, you all sit down and eat the lasagna. So you could take it a step further and be like, hey, I was just thinking, since you're having a hard time deciding on a flavor, I'm going to set your order up for you with the multi-pack. And then it'll be emailed to you. You could be that bold. It's up to you how bold you are. But sometimes, like, especially, I don't know if she's a mom, but like, I don't know if it's interesting, but like when someone's like a mom and like they take care of everybody, when someone does that, you actually feel taken care of. It's like, oh, she did it for me. And then, if she's just putting it off for other reasons, that's okay, but you'll find that out.
Right.
Thanks. I think, too, the follow-up, it also shows them, like how you're going to coach them. It shows them that you're going to be checking in. You're going to be on top of, you're going to be messaging them. You're going to be asking them how they're doing. You're going to be helping them. So that's kind of how I look at it. All right. Does anyone have anything else? I have so much, like, you don't even know. I haven't packed anything. I have it all, though. I have everything ready. Then I was getting my nails done, and on the the news. I don't even think I can say it out loud. There was a plane, and I'm flying Southwest. Of course, it was a Southwest plane that was like grounded for something. Did you guys hear about this? And I didn't hear the details, and I was like, what? Why? So, yeah. What are you going to do, right? I think it's part of the packing. It's like all on my bed and everywhere, and I like can't put it in the suitcase, you know, just seal the deal. But, all right, so when I'm in Nashville, I will respond to my messages and stuff, just, you know, not as timely as I usually do. You have, you have the pages to ask in, but Amanda Trottier knows a lot, and I'm actually just going to take her off maternity leave while I'm in Nashville and tell her that maybe in an emergency she could, answer a question. So she's going to love me for that, but she's usually my go-to when I'm on vacation. So I will, again, I'm going to, it's going to be like a working thing, but I hear that you're pretty scheduled. So, and then a week from tonight, we'll have another call, and I will be bringing back a lot of info from Summit. So I bought my notebooks today, and I'm ready to write until my hand falls off. But not before I put it around Tony. All right. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for the call. Thank you, Val. Thank you, Joanne.
Thanks.
And I guess that's it. Have a good night.
Night.